All right, stand back. We might have an oil leak somewhere.
Yeah, it's
Clear
time
prop.
to test it.
That looks pretty fast, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just imagine what it looks like at 5,000 RPMs. All right, guys, we're back out here for day 2 with Chase, and we're going to be putting the girdle on this morning and buttoning up the bottom end, I guess.
Yeah, so we have a couple things left. We have our Gorilla girdle to put on there, pickup tube, and then the oil filter housing. And then at that point, we'll be ready to go put it on our sim tester, which is where we spin it up and make sure everything looks good. We're getting oil pressure, things like that. So.
All right, well, let's start putting the
Sweet.
Gorilla girdle on there. I've installed a few of these in my day.
Have you?
It's been a while, but
So we start with these bottom washers. Ooh.
Yep.
These will sit right on top of the ARP hardware for the mains.
And we've got these special washers that are cut for the back of the engine, and you have to have this flat part here facing backwards in order for this rear seal housing to not have any issues or contact problems.
Now we'll put the girdle on there.
Look at that. Now these have a factory girdle on there,
Yes.
but this is just a much heavier duty version.
So our girdle ties in the mains. Obviously you can tell the mains are a lot longer than the stock ones. Our girdle ties in the mains to the block. So it just helps with vibrations, keeps things stiff. So now we'll toss on the top washer.
And we also have our rear plate here that ties everything in, and that slides down on there like that. We have all of our ARP bolts, and we need some lube.
We'll do Loctite on the threads, and then you can put some on the base. You can skip these two though, because that's where the pickup will go.
So nice to be in a shop that has all the tools for doing this perfectly, because like whenever I put them together, it's just like pulling tools out of my normal mechanic's toolbox. Half of them aren't clean,
That's all right.
but here we are with all the perfect stuff.
This spot right here, we'll put this special bolt in there.
Very important.
Yeah, or the pickup
I have
bolt.
messed up before and not put that there. And what happens is by not putting this here, it doesn't allow your oil pickup to seat completely against the block. You'll think it is. It's actually not. And that will cause it to suck the gasket in, and you lose oil pressure at the most inconvenient time.
Yep. Okay. Now we'll put some more lube on these washers.
Oh, yep. Locking nuts here. These back two on the back of the engine are very special because they've been machined down. They fit down inside this rear plate perfectly. Very key. Very important.
All right, then we're just gonna snug these middle ones down.
Now this girdle, the biggest thing, for anyone that doesn't understand what a girdle does, this stiffens the bottom of the block. Like he said, it ties in the mains with the block to take care of any deflection that may occur while you're running these engines at higher horsepower, higher RPM, because the higher the torque and everything else happening, things like to move and twist and do weird stuff. And this makes everything where nothing moves at all, or brings it down to a minimum. So get all this stuff torqued down. Freaking new guy. Thought you knew all this stuff by heart by now.
Yeah, some of the socket size is still good. All right, then we'll torque these down.
All right, so Chase has got everything torqued down here on our girdle. We're gonna be installing our pickup tube next. We've got a new gasket, some new hardware. It seems like y'all guys use a lot of new hardware on these engines, right?
Yeah, we like to.
Keep everything
As
nice
much
and
as
fresh.
we can, yeah. Gee, here, hold on.
All clean.
Sweet. Did you blow it out?
Did not.
Just a bit, maybe. And then these actually are one-way gasket. You can tell
Oh, okay.
the way you had it on there, it was cutting off just a little bit right there.
All right.
So. And I actually like to lube these up too.
A little bit of oil in the gaskets.
Yep. Help it seal. It is the most important gasket on the engine, so. Just like that. Or I'll put a little bit of fastener in it, or the lube. Because why not?
All the lube. How much? The next step after this is going to be really cool. They have this thing he's calling the simulator that actually spins the engine and pumps oil through the whole engine. Pumps oil through the whole engine.
Test it.
Lawn dart this thing.
Yeah. Just tip it on its side.
Oh.
It won't go all the way in yet. Okay.
So next we've got a brand new oil cooler from PAI, which is actually some really nice stuff. That's what all these gaskets are all from on this engine. And PAI is the parts we put in our sled pulling semi that recently found over 2,200 degrees on the EGTs and the pistons lived. So I'd say they're pretty good parts.
Yeah, that's good. And then we also, in these filter housings, we put brand new relief valves in there. So I'll install that right now.
Nice, beautiful stainless hardware. Soon to be covered up by paint.
Keep this stuff nice and lubricated, so I'll fill the cavity with as much oil as it needs. Should fall right down. Spring.
Put the spring in next, new spring. right, so what do we have going on here, Chase? We've got an engine, we got this thing. What is this?
So we have our short block here. Everything's assembled on it minus the oil pan because our sim tester has an oil pan in it.
Oh.
Now, basically, we're just looking for any failures that might happen. Yeah, just basically checking everything over. We're going to look at all the oil galley plugs and make sure that there's no oil leaking out of those. Make sure the engine is building the oil pressure we want to see, and we'll be able to see if the rings are put in the right way. So if the rings are in the wrong way, you'll literally see oil like shoot up.
Really coming out the top of the pistons?
And then you can also put your hand over it and feel the compression.
This is also making sure the oil pump's working properly?
Yep, make sure the oil pump's working properly. We'll listen for any burrs that might be on the cam gear that we need to file down so it's not clanging.
Okay.
And yeah, other than that, we'll let it run for a little while, make sure it's happy.
All right, well, let's throw her in there. So essentially what we're doing here is like the first startup without starting it.
Yep.
Normally when you're cranking an engine over, you're waiting on oil pressure to build, hoping it builds. And you're hoping that the engine doesn't fire up and it still doesn't have oil pressure. So this is more or less like a controlled environment, making sure we have everything lubricating and primed so that essentially when the customer gets it, it's already pre-primed.
Yep. Part of the break-in's already done. Right there. Oh. Go back out with it just a hair. Perfect. We'll fill it up.
Taking these bolts out the top,
Yeah, you can just take the one off the
back.
intake side, yeah. And then I just put it in this one, thread it in a little bit. Hook this up.
It's like a reverse tractor dyno. We have a tractor dyno at our shop.
Do ya?
Hooks to the PTO.
This is always fun, fumbling with this bolt.
While your fingers are soaking in oil. Oh, here's our plate.
Yeah.
We
We'll
need
have
to
to
put
throw
some
gaskets down.
gaskets down over the oil holes here.
You've got 2 on there.
And by doing that, the oil that would usually pump out of the block goes into the head. We're turning that off temporarily.
Yep. Sounds like we need to add more oil into it. Verify that there won't be any rear main seal leaks while we're here as well, which is nice because that's always a pain to fix later on if there is. The ones that are there for 12 to 24 valves, common rail ones are a little bit different.
Good to see that camshaft turning back here.
Yep. Try not to drop the bolt.
So one new rear main seal with a sleeve going on. Do you know what goes on the back of the engine?
Nope.
The transmission.
Oh yeah.
Ding dong.
That's fun.
Now this is a proper tool.
Yeah.
Back home we
It's
just take
nice.
a good hammer and just start smacking it. And then it eventually makes its way where it needs to go. And it bottoms out when it's done too, right?
Right there.
Boom.
So now I'll leave the tool in there, tighten down those bolts and torque them down.
A bit of oil pressure gauge action.
You don't have to get it super tight, just, yeah, right there.
It's okay to leak a little bit.
Yep.
Then we need a plug for that turbo feed over there. I don't think that's it.
Nope. Fitting.
Does the job.
Yes, it does. Okay, should be good to go. Give everything a once over real fast.
All right, stand back. We might have an oil leak somewhere.
Yeah, it's
Clear
time
prop.
to test it. But we'll just start spinning it slow. Watch this dial over here until it starts building oil pressure, and then we can spin it up a little faster.
That's pretty sick.
Right here's our gauge. We're looking for oil pressure in just a moment. And this is why you pre-lube everything, because sometimes it takes a minute for oil to make its way up the tube, all the way to the oil pump, and then through the rest of the system.
Yeah, it takes longer than you think.
Pretty neat, though.
That's why we use that really sticky oil. You can hear a burr in that cam gear for sure. Come on now, that just goes to show how long it actually takes.
Now we have oil pressure.
And then I'll listen for right here. You can kind of hear a clack, and I'm sure the mic will be able to pick it up, but it's that pressure relief valve. We're making sure that that's working. Can you
That
hear
noise
it?
right there?
Yep.
Okay.
So if your filter gets clogged up, that's the oil escaping past that, so you're still getting oil pressure. So we verify that's working, spin it all the way up. Anything above 60 psi is good, so we're sitting right about 63 psi.
You see all the oil draining out the bottom of the block there?
Then we'll just let it run for a while.
And what RPM is that?
So this is just under idle. Probably like not even 500, but
That looks pretty fast, doesn't it?
yeah.
Just imagine what it looks like at 5,000 RPMs. Way fast.
So we'll just watch for, like I said, the oil galley plugs, make sure these aren't leaking. We have these two. We have one up right here. That one's not leaking.
All right,
There's
let's
no
make sure.
oil spraying up and out, so that's good. The rings are in the correct way. Making pressure. We like to prep our oil pans by scraping them and then using some Scotch-Brite, just to be sure that there's no reason that the gasket shouldn't seal. So go ahead and do that.
Gears are picking up on it. Dang. One new gasket. Check this thing out. Put on level 9.
You got the biggest cock in town.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Yeah, you're really good at spreading that stuff.
No leaks. 0 leaks. That's the goal.
Dang.
Do another layer.
A little bit of, just a
In the
little
cracks,
dab right
yeah.
there on the housings on the front and rear. Figure out how to operate this thing.
It's tricky at first.
So right here, when you have your front and rear housings come together, there's a little bit of gasket there. You want to apply just a nice, good layer there to help seal it. This is some nice caulk.
It's the good stuff. It's the black stuff.
We're getting all the sealant.
You don't
Feel
want
bad if we ever have to take this oil pan back off. This thing's gonna be glued to it.
Did you wipe it down with brake clean before you put that on there? That's all right.
It was pretty clean.
Let's
All right,
be sure.
take that off. Take that part out of the video.
Stay in there. I
He's
thought
having
Bruce
to
was a
wipe off
pro
all
or
my
something.
silicate. All right, all right, all right. We got an oil pan going on here today, folks. Brand dang new.
So when we torque these down, we do them in 2 steps. We do 13 foot-pounds, then 18 foot-pounds. Just because, in our experience, these gaskets like to split. So we've found that doing it in the 2 steps helps. We'll snug them down, 13 foot-pounds, then 18.
All 38 of them.
Yep.
I don't know how many there are, but there's a lot.
There's a lot.
All right, so Chase has moved this thing over to a different engine stand because of the weight of the engine on these stands, but also because this is the stand to be painted on.
Yep.
So we're going to clean the surface of the block here. We've got fire rings here, which we talked about earlier in the video yesterday, and how these work to seal the surface. We have a special gasket that's been cut to allow these fire rings to sit inside of it. And these are our entire sealing surface between the head and the block for the combustion chamber. So, he's getting that cleaned up. We'll get the gasket put on there. We've got dowels to knock in their homes.
And solvent.
Oh,
Make it real clean.
real clean.
Fancy.
We got the ARP 625 stainless aged head studs. These are the real deal. You know, for a while there, like 8 years ago, these were like impossible to get at one point. I guess they ran out of studs that have been sitting around aging. I don't know. But they were really hard to come by. So we've got our new studs, washers, nuts. We've got new push rods here. We'll be getting the head ready to set on here shortly. It's all coming together. Here we have a multi-layer gasket.
And
Fancy.
then the fire rings just sit right down in there. And put the rest in. So all the long ones go along the exhaust side. We'll put in all of them except for, yeah, you don't need that quite
Okay.
yet. So don't put any of them in on this, and then don't put this one in.
So y'all put all these in, set the head on, then take them back out?
Well, we'll leave these in there. Maybe. Don't want to knock them out.
What, me?
Yeah, you about got that in the dome.
That'd be good for the video.
Ah, would have made a good content. One cylinder head coming out of the box. Hey.
Sweet. Then we'll just bring the block out and drop her down.
All right, I'll go get the block. Now remember yesterday's video we talked about how the head has got these rings cut into it, and that's where our fire rings are going to sit inside that head.
All right, so like I was telling him a little bit earlier, it's really important with these firing head gaskets that you get it to seat nice and flush. So we put in most of the head studs except for this one and all the exhausts. We leave those out. If you put this one in, the head likes to get stuck, and then it's actually like almost impossible to lift it back off. So
Really?
yeah. You lined up back there?
Yep.
Good?
Yep.
Just like that.
Like a glove.
So, with the firing head gaskets, we use a lot of this ARP fastener lube because we have to crush those rings down. So, you don't want to, I don't know how you say it.
Any
but
deflection or anything.
yeah, you want these nuts to be able to move freely, not get bound up at all. So, the more the better.
But right now we're not torquing.
We're not torquing, no, not until after we paint. So we're just
Okay.
going to set them on there and hand tighten them, essentially.
All right, guys, so we made it back from lunch, and our engine is currently in the paint room.
Whoa, dude.
Look at that.
You coming to film it?
So we like the blue. We've got industrial injection blue, which is a really sexy color, I think. So they've got all kinds of parts and pieces they use for just blocking off different things so that it's not getting painted. But we're going to go over to the fuel shop now, check out the fuel injection shop where they build all kinds of high performance injectors, heavy duty stuff, cat stuff, Cummins, everything you can imagine. Come back, the engine should be done from paint, and we're going to start installing some really cool billet parts on it and see what else we can get into. All right, guys, we made it over here to Industrial Injection's fuel shop, and this is one y'all recently.
Well, we started about a year ago.
Okay.
In building this up. We've always been in it, but we decided, you know, with the demand and people calling, we decided to take it up a notch for
And
sure.
get more into doing heavy duty stuff.
Oh,
That's what we're gonna get to
absolutely.
check out in here is the heavy duty side.
Yeah, come check it out. I'd love to show you.
Let's go see it. Gonna have some noise in here because there's equipment running. Oh, that's a
Ultrasonic tank.
ultrasonic cleaner.
Yeah, you gotta run those, and especially to get all the deposits and all the buildup of. I mean,
Yeah.
how many miles these injectors run today? It's million miles,
Yeah.
500,000. Like,
At
there's
our
a
old
lot of
tractor
buildup.
shop, we had a little Harbor Freight one for cleaning carburetors. But that's a big one.
That's a big one. We got a couple of these. We got one in here, one in the other building. We got the smaller tanks too for different types of chemicals,
Wow.
decalcifiers, that type of thing. So
So that's
Yeah.
just vibrating the water really fast with solvent in it. It breaks loose all the microscopic stuff.
it
you can't
actually
see.
has waves that attacks it from 3 different angles
Yeah.
instead of one that generates from the bottom up. It attacks it from the side too. So when the parts come out there, I'll show you.
Okay. Yeah. Let's
Open.
go. Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right. There's a cat injector right there.
It's a
yeah.
Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah, that's a Detroit injector.
Check that out.
We're running a set of remans. And this is the final like certification process. Has to pass rigorous tests, not only electrical, but hydraulic and fuel output flows as well. Each
That's
one of
pretty
these
cool.
injectors, the test specs are archived into a cloud,
Okay.
so we can access those test results at any time, tied to the unique serial number that we engrave on the injector body itself.
Wow. That's cool. So it's got a cam in there that's just making the plunger go up and down.
Yeah, this one is not working right now, but that's why we test, right?
Yeah. Wow. Pretty cool testing equipment.
This is our common rail bench here for the ISX 15s and the ISLs. You guys got any injectors you can run? Yeah, kind of show them how those work.
Where's that at? Right here? Okay.
This is the common rail
Also, the pump that's on there now, y'all are actually using that.
that is generating the pressure and volume
okay.
to run the 2500 bar, which is required to produce a trim code. So we're generating our own trim codes here as well.
So that's
And
a CP4, isn't it, basically?
It's a CP4, yeah. So this test stand will run 4 injectors at a time, and the CP4 allows us to run those higher pressures, 100 bar, where
Okay.
a lot of other systems won't even come close. We use the K16 Ford pumps, the Denso pumps,
Yep.
and now we're getting into the heavy duty pumps like the DD15s and the ISX pumps,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Yeah, I got a few of those things sent over here to do some R&D on.
Yeah, the ISX,
X15s
X15,
too. Yeah.
perfect, yeah. Yeah, bigger plunger elements, higher lift cams, except all the above,
Custom
right?
ground cams and stuff in those
Custom
things.
ground cams.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
cool. I am blown away at how many machine shops are in this Salt Lake City area.
Oh yeah, especially in this area because it's more of an industrial
insane.
area.
I've passed by like 4 since I've been here.
Oh yeah,
It's crazy.
and then we have our own
the
in
monster machine shop
Richfield,
y'all have now.
right? And then the new shop that we'll be moving everything into, so we're under one roof, and we have room to expand, right?
Fuel too, or just a machine shop?
No, we're gonna move heavy duty fuel, and then
Down.
the machine shop is really for the engine program.
Okay.
So we're expanding in the engine program into Ford's light duty, with conjunction of what we already have going on with the Cummins and the Duramax.
Okay.
But then we're expanding into heavy duty as well.
Big engines.
Big engines, yeah,
Finally.
and big turbos.
We got some. Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah, yeah.
Lots of Caterpillar stuff though.
Lots of Caterpillar stuff. Each person has their own bench. We run our administration system through laptops. They can pull orders, pick parts, build batches. So we know who built them, what parts went into them, and at the end of the day, we know what they calibrate out at as well, and they're all archived. Wow. James and this workstation here, they build all the ISX, X15s, and ISLs.
Okay.
So they do quite a bit of them.
Some
And then when we trim code, we'll trim code the nut with the trim code number, serial number.
Do you have a laser engraver in here
We
somewhere?
do, yep, it's right there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep,
Wow.
yes sir.
Just beaming it down. So right now, while we've been walking around talking, they're setting up some injectors on the test bench. We're going to see those run, common rail injectors. Got the blast shield engaged.
That's right, in case there's any airline cracks and you got the high pressure coming out, it could cut your finger off.
Literally cut your face off. High pressure liquid's nothing to play with.
There's actually a pretty extensive process in calibrating these correctly through position of the cap and the adjustment screw that goes through the top.
Also, you're opening and closing, adjusting, doing lots of stuff.
Yeah, it's all about the control valve lift.
Wow.
And as long as we're using quality parts like nozzles and internal needles and check ball plates, valves, everything should be mechanically sound other than the calibration.
Watch that pump that's going to spin up here in just a second, build pressure. Wonder what horsepower it takes to run this.
I believe it's 20 horsepower electric motor.
Oh, this one.
Actually, it might be it's 40 horsepower.
Really? I know it takes like a ton to run like the P pump, doesn't it, or something crazy?
Oh yeah, especially like a Cummins ISX pump
Yeah,
or X15 pump.
yeah.
Yeah, this got a it's got a pretty big electric motor in it.
So what's it checking now, like return rates or something, or?
Right now it's checking the response of the solenoid.
Oh, okay. So he's got a screen over there that they're
Yeah,
monitoring.
inductance.
Trying to see it's spinning up now. Building pressure. So right now it's going to build pressure, then just dump it all at once or something, or?
So right now we're at 100, 200 bar. It's building the pressure now at 1,250 RPMs. And this first test, what we're looking for is return value.
Okay.
This will check the valve and the ball seat.
So you have one not responding. Does that mean anything, or it's just doing one at a time?
So it should be zeros across the board. If it's showing a number, that means it's getting some kind of fuel passing when it shouldn't.
So
And,
that's where you have to adjust them then?
and this will be all part of the calibration process.
So this is just like right off the assembly bench, seeing what they do
That's right.
before you
And
touch
then
them.
we see what they do, we make adjustments, and then we run again.
Have you ever had any come right off the bench and they're just like,
Perfect, yeah.
money? Really?
I mean, it's not very often. Usually you got to tweak some of them, right?
Yeah.
What do you say, out of 6, maybe 4 of them need to be adjusted?
Yeah. Something minor could
Oh,
be.
there goes the high pressure.
Yes, sir. Looks pretty quiet though, huh?
Yeah, compared to like a VP44 sitting there running on a bench.
Or a C15 injector.
So these sensors down here at the bottom, are they measuring like the injection rate or something? or-
Yes, they are.
Wow. Not a whole lot of moving parts, but it's pretty crazy technology, that's for sure.
Very minute.
Oh, okay. So now the injectors are cycling, like as if the engine's running.
This will actually simulate actual engine operation.
So it's measuring fill rate.
Fill rate, delivery, return flow at different RPMs and pulses.
So once it reads all this, does it then tell you what adjustments you need to make, or do you have to do it and then like hope it's right and then test it again?
So if it fails, it says, hey, this injector failed, we'll take it off. We'll recalibrate it, depending on shim measurement, or if it's something needs to be forced just a little bit tighter.
Okay.
Well, we can make a lot of adjustments, especially if they're small adjustments. We can make it right on the test stand itself.
Okay. Pretty serious.
So at 1,000 RPMs, 1,800 bar,
Which equates to what PSI roughly?
26,100 PSI.
So through these nylon lines that have stainless braiding, all kinds of stuff, it's 26,000 PSI.
That's just on the first step.
That's why we have a protected glass here.
Our full load fuel spec is actually measured at 2,500 bar.
So a lot more.
A lot more.
Well, there you have it, guys. This is the heavy duty side of the shop. In this video, we're working on our Cummins pickup engine. It's not heavy duty, light duty pickup. So we're gonna go over to the other shop where you've got P-pumps, old school stuff, where you do like heavy duty equipment, injection pump repair.
Ag
over
and
there.
industrial.
Yeah, mining.
Mining.
So let's
you
walk up
name
there
it.
and we'll check that out.
Over the road truck.
Jumping back in time
Yeah.
to this side of the shop where a lot of mechanical pumps are getting fixed. There's a P7,
P-pump
yeah,
is working on as we speak. Yeah.
I have an old 12 valve Cummins.
Old 12 valve, man. We still see a
Well,
lot of them come in.
I think this one's for a 24 valve just by
Oh, the
looking
P-pump
at it,
conversion,
yeah.
yeah.
they got the oil feed walked off on
Yeah,
that
conversion
side, so-
pumps. Yeah. There's been a lot of those done.
And
in
you're
the
building
day.
VPs in here, right? Right here next door.
Yep, VP 44s are all built in here.
I don't think that business will ever end.
No, actually, Bosch has come out with parts again, and it's kind of getting resurrected.
Are these all the cores or rebuilt
Those
units?
are all cores that need to be tore down and gone through. And yep, we sort them by part number
Do you ever get into some of these that just can't be rebuilt?
all the time. Yeah,
Really?
they come in seized or
Fuel
rust
damage,
buckets
yeah.
full of water. And yeah, we bought about 1,200 cores in the last year, and we're almost all the way through them now.
That's a lot of pumps.
A lot of pumps, and the computer problems were a problem until Bosch just come out with a new
New top
remanufactured computer. So, yep, we don't have to reman them ourselves anymore. They're all getting new computers on.
Makes the remanufacturing process faster.
A lot easier.
Wow.
Yeah, the last couple of years have been rough.
Pretty cool. But not only do you do automotive stuff, off-highway, you said mining equipment. There was a John Deere pump sitting up here.
Yep, John Deere pumps.
Anything that's diesel.
Anything that's diesel, we rebuild fuel systems here. Even the old Caterpillar 3406 pumps and 3208s.
And those pumps are big. There's one sitting out here. Come see this thing.
Yes, sir.
It's huge. So there you go.
And there's a 3208 sitting right next to it.
Yep, old mechanical cast stuff. That thing's insane.
Yeah, it's the size of a small engine, huh?
Literally, I wonder what horsepower does it take to turn that thing on your test bench. That's crazy.
We're even getting into these Cat C 9.3 common rail pumps.
There's some A pumps right there.
Yep, A models, PT pumps. There's three of them there.
Everything. It's crazy. Well, you guys have got to see the fuel shop side. Thanks
Yeah.
for the tour.
You bet.
We're gonna head back over and see what our painted engine looks like now. Hopefully it's done.
All right, guys, so we have Bruce's engine here, his 5.9 race block, just came out of paint. I've torqued the head down, and now we're about to throw our billet parts on. So for now, we'll do the intake plate, and then if you come around to this side, I have the freeze plugs knocked out. We're gonna put some billet freeze plugs in there. So that's what we're gonna do right now. All right, for the last touch for today, we're gonna install the freeze plug. The common rail freeze plug.
There you have it, guys. Chase has got this thing cleaned out with industrial injection, polished. Now this is one that we have sitting around there. Get her cleaned up, but look at that. Glad we picked that color blue. What do you think, Ryan?
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I like the metallic. This is industrial injection blue. Custom mixed. That looks good. And then we go put some graffiti on Chase's truck right quick. It look good.
Okay,
Some industrial blue.
if you do it.
got some billet freeze plugs in this thing.
Yep.
Don't got to worry about those blowing out.
Yeah, and the rear one too.
The rear
one's
one?
the main problem child. So she'll be good to go.
Heads all torqued down. And we were talking about that head porting. Look at that.
Yeah,
Nice and smooth and clean.
they go through at the machine shop, and after they do the CNC porting, they go through and hand clean it out. So
Hand polish it and
Yep.
stuff.
something not a lot of other people do. Something we take pride in. So
The valve cover is nice. That's a nice piece.
yeah, it's sitting kind of funny right now, not having a gasket in.
Yeah,
there, but
the upper valve cover gasket with the wiring harness in it. Looks good.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think you can get 2,000 horsepower out of this little thing right here.
Yeah.
Probably a lot more.
Yeah. You should see how far you can push it.
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
We don't want to blow it up.
That's the whole point.
Wow. Pretty cool.